Let's check it out. Another fine September day. Another InfraGard party. Got the fleet of white vehicles, both company and private, hanging out. Watch, another white truck's gonna flash by right now. Every time I've come out the front door today, about 9 times out of 10, there's a white truck flashing by, synchronized and timed perfectly with when I come out the front door. Cannot be a coincidence. And as usual, this is a very tiny little town where nothing goes on and there's no traffic. It's not a town most people have even heard of. There's like 20 houses here, a few out scattered. And what do you think of the odds all these punks are having an InfraGard party here? I don't know who they all are. It's always a white fleet, and they take shifts all day long when I'm here. And as I always say, what are the odds that this many people would need to congregate in this lot every day when I'm here? Down the street we have a bright red car around in the corner. Many times when I come out, there'll be a whole string of cars coming up that hill. Even at 3 in the afternoon on a sunny day, they'll all have their blinding brights on. I cannot possibly fathom how they coordinate all of this. But they give their little signs to let you know they're there without ever admitting they're there. This is organized gang stalking coordinated by InfraGard amongst companies and private individuals to help the FBI investigate criminals. InfraGard is very real. Anyone can look it up. However, it's misused to stalk thousands of people who are on the fake suspected terrorist watch list that the FBI and NSA maintain. Any of this information can be researched. This is not a joke. Over 2 years now, they've had a fleet of white vehicles every single day hanging out for hours at a time in this parking lot. Sometimes they take shifts and cover the whole entire day with different fleets of vehicles. And they're doing absolutely nothing. There's no work to be done here. Magically, they all just get paid for hours of sitting here in late model company vehicles. I mean, these aren't even related vehicles. We've got some white truck with a tree logo on the side. We've got this Toyota in the middle that is always part of this almost every day. Here comes another white truck coming by. I think it's the same one. They just did a stalk by, and they get paid to go turn around and come back down. It is hard to believe this many people have free time during the day to just parade back and forth and get paid to burn $6 a gallon gas. You're out here in the middle of no place. Anyway, there's the Toyota. That man's always here nearly every day at some point in time. This white truck, who knows what he's doing, just sitting there in his truck pretending to do something. No logo on that one, but it's a white truck, so it fits in real well. This program is sick as the depths of hell. And to think this is going on all over the country thousands of times each day. Totally unprovable. Means nothing to anybody but the one being stalked, because they're the one who knows what's going on. And who can argue? They're just sitting on their asses on their lunch break or whatever they're doing, or they're waiting for something. But this goes on every day over many companies and private vehicles. And this is an absolute no place with roads to nowhere. This isn't like sitting in some city park, a bunch of companies, company employees having lunch or whatever. Here goes another white truck around the corner, down there. Here goes another red car back down the street. You can kind of see him down there in the distance. What are the odds of that? Oh no, he's coming, I'm sorry. What are the odds of that? White, white, red, red, white, white, red, red. This is reported all over the country as the colors of gang stalking. Good job. And all they do is go back up to their house. I know where they live. And they just sit there all day waiting to stalk. I guess that's their salary in the red car. If anyone can imagine how much tax money is being given to people to make a living doing this sick stuff. Another white vehicle departing down the road. What are the odds that everything's going to be red and white? What are the odds? Great job, boys. You are some kind of patriots, while focusing your attention on one sick little person who's been beaten down with directed energy weapons, stalked, betrayed, harassed. People are sick as hell. If you even know why you're doing this, who even knows? I know you're told that I'm some kind of vile criminal that needs to be investigated. But who knows what who knows what you're told, because I'm not ever told. Yeah, here comes a car up the street, broad daylight with its bright headlights on. I've been out here 3 decades. I've never seen anything happen like this before. Never. Never do people drive all day with their brights on like that. Sometimes they'll come in whole convoys. Here comes another truck with his white. You cannot tell me that this is normal. That there'd be this many vehicles at all out here, let alone they'd all be white or red and have their brights on. Or be sitting here and sitting here and sitting here for hours. Absolutely no way statistically that can possibly be true. That it could be a coincidence. But it's all unprovable, all totally deniable. And only in the judgment day will anyone know how many billions of dollars were spent on this senseless harassment of framed up individuals who've done nothing but get put on a terrorist watch list because they needed to bloat it with souls to bloat their budget. Here comes another white rig. And I can't even remember if that's a different one or the same one that just went by and did a stalk. I can't keep track anymore. I'm like looking at a snowstorm. There's too much white all the time. Unbelievable. The odds are impossible. This degree of traffic at all during the day, let alone how much white. And the car you just saw go by displayed another characteristic of the program, which is missing one hubcap. It's either missing a headlight or missing a hubcap. That's a super common one. This stuff sounds crazy to any normal person, but when you're surrounded by cars with one missing hubcap or all these other characteristics, you start getting a clue what they do. And then you find there's other people all over the country reporting the exact same juvenile sick garbage. This is what they do. This is America now. This is America. The Stasi psyops capital of the universe now. Just beyond belief. Beyond belief. I could be out here sometimes and cars will come, they'll pull up to that intersection and just do like a big 360 donut around the stop sign and go their own way. There's always some stunt. I had one where right here looking out this gate, the fire truck drove by from next door, swerved over into the left lane and threw a bunch of hose out in my driveway and just left it there for 3 hours or so. So I'd have to like run it over if I wanted to leave. There's nobody that's not involved. That's even a fire department that's a volunteer. I'm stalked and hated by everyone in my environment. No one will tell me why. Don't know what I've done. And by the way, there's a pair of red cars on either side of the street down there too. I'm sure that's also coincidental. It just goes on and on all day.